right, educational tour request cheerleading.
This is a second read. Ms. Ruska submitted questions this afternoon, so I tried to send those out. Dr. Freitas, do you have responses on those?
I do have responses. For the first questions, we have no male participants.
Okay.
However, since the head coach is a male and it's an overnight trip, it was decided to bring a female coach along, and that's kind of been practice, at least how I was informed about our trips. Also, in May, the coach will share a permission form that is standard here. I'll make sure I share it with the board. It wasn't included in the packet, but it goes over all the responsibilities, expectations. That's a standard form that we use. I'll make sure you guys get it. And
Yeah,
then
because that wasn't in the packet.
it wasn't correct. It should have been attached.
And so what I would like to share with the board, several years ago, we did have an incident where one of the students left in the middle of the evening and did something, and that student was sent home. And so, there needs to be some kind of form. We would need to, checklist that the parents know that there are strict behavior requirements, and if you violate any of those at the cost to the family, your student is coming home immediately.
Well, I want to make sure I understand the question, though. That form was still going to the students, it just wasn't in the board packet.
Well, it wasn't included, it
Correct.
wasn't checked, or it wasn't included in that. So what I did in the 2 weeks, I was looking through some of our other packets, and I didn't see it in this packet.
Okay.
You know how there's the checklist?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see that form, and then then there was one more. Because that's for our own liability, that if somebody were to just kind of wander off, we need to have a recourse for the discipline.
But it had gone to the students, is that correct?
The students will get the permission, can't go on the trip unless they turn in the permission slip. We don't send that out to the students until
the
the
board.
field trip approves it. 'Cause it's
Okay,
approved by
okay.
the board, and they do the fundraising.
I want to understand what the gap
Right.
actually was, so that's helpful,
Well,
thank
we
you.
didn't know that they had it, because it wasn't included in the checklist here. That there was a form of such.
In the board packet.
Okay.
And with the beginning part filled out.
So
as a
Hector,
reminder
that's
that
something
it's-
just to make sure we do in the future.
Yes, boss.
Third question, you asked about liability.
Yes.
Anytime the board approves it, we're basically saying they're going on behalf of the school. So there is liability for the school district. This is not one of those trips where we have a different form that we use, like when a group says, we're going to the Galapagos Island in the summer, or we're doing the China trip, and it's more through a tour agency, and it might just be include some of our students and teacher. We make them sign a waiver saying that this is not a school-sponsored trip and there is no liability to the school. This is our actual cheerleading team going. So they're representing RB, and there is some liability to RB, and that's covered under our student insurance.
So then, because we just came out of a very long lawsuit, if something very unfortunate were to happen to one of the students at the event, are we indemnified?
I don't think you could ever say we're indemnified, because we're sending our team. I mean, we signed a permission slip, so the parents will waive some of that, but that doesn't stop somebody from filing suit.
Yeah, I think the waivers are just a false sense of security for
Right.
Illinois. They're more, I look at them as a speed bump, as opposed to like a total dead end where nothing can happen. I think generally they don't hold up.
Yeah, I mean, very important to have, but it's not the end all and be all, is that what you're?
Exactly.
It's the language is included in the permission slip.
Sure.
The parent understands like they're waiving or they're given permission to go and indemnify, but I mean, it's the Riverside Brookfield High School cheerleading team going to a camp. So I mean, there is going to always be some liability. That's why we have
It's
the
a
board
board-sponsored
approve
event.
it.
Yeah, I just wanted to, make sure we had crossed that bridge, because we missed that one clause, which then threw us into the lawsuit with the basketball player.
And
For our
that was
A different, one under.
There was a different-
that was a rental.
That was a rental.
That was a
And so I
rental,
just wanted to
wasn't it?
make sure that here we had crossed all our Ts on our insurance policies, that we
Okay.
didn't miss anything. What is our obligation for when students are representing the school and they are out,
Right.
and they're an athletic event which has risk, and,
Athletic
had we
are
been
inherently
prepared.
dangerous.
And so that's been covered by our attorneys, that we've
These are all,
definitely.
yeah, these are all forms created by Frantic.
Okay,
We also do have a student accident insurance, so if a student does get hurt after they submit to their primary insurance, that's the secondary insurance that all students have the ability to utilize should they get injured in a school-sponsored activity.
do they have to fill that out prior to going, or?
Just fill it out when they get hurt.
Oh, when they get hurt, okay.
Motion.
The Board of Education, Township High School, District 208, Cook County, Illinois approves the educational tour request for cheerleading to go to the Super CDA Cheer Camp at Grand Bear Lodge, Utica, Illinois, July 21st through July 24th, 2020, as presented in the February 25th, 2020 Board Agenda Packet.
Second.
All right, I think this is a roll call.
Ms. Ruska?
Yes.
Mr. Jacobs?
Yes.
Ms. Sierra?
Yes.
Ms. Towner?
Yes.
Ms. Salas?
Yes.
Mr. Durkin?
Yes.
Mr. Snow?
Yes.